Welcome to Hearty Heart. So finding a comfortable standing position, letting the weight fall through the bones of your legs and feet, lengthening through the spine and relaxing the shoulders. We're bringing the hands now to make 2 fists. They're coming to the heart area, tuning into a sense of this heart container, holding the red blood on the left and the blue blood on the right. And here extending the arms and finding a circling motion. And then we'll return to the heart we've created. We're now going to circle the other way. Returning to the heart. So the arms, the legs, giving us a sense of wings, wings coming out, extending from the heart. I'm going to start by taking the weight into the right leg. The arms are coming up. Now you can either take the heel up and leave it there, or you might like to take the leg a little higher. Either with the toes and ball down or with the leg up, you turn out to the side, and then the foot's either coming in front of the standing leg or it's coming over the knee, and you have this sense of a bird here. This leg then comes back. We are flexing the front leg. We're weighting into it, circling. As you come back, flex. And then we are turning towards the front leg. We have the back heel up, and we are bending both knees into a lunge. We're going to spring that back in. We're taking the left leg. Now, you might bend it off a little bit. You might take hold of the leg. The other arm is coming out. So you can stay here, or you might want to take it into the dancers. We come back out. Many of you might be here, and then we release. I'm going to find this on the other side. So our arms will come up. We'll lift up the right heel. You can stay here, or you can take the leg up. We take it out whether the toes are down or not. And then we either place the foot in front of the other one on the floor or come above the knee and find a bird. From here, the leg is coming back. We are flexing the front leg. As it comes down, it bends, we circle. We're going to circle again. As we come back, it flexes. And then we are turning towards the front leg. We are taking up the back heel. We're bending both. We have a lunge. We come back in. We're either on the toes again in the ball, or we're taking the leg up. The opposite arm comes up. We might find that we can take hold of that foot. Some of you might even have availability for the dancer. And then we gently bring that back down. The heart meridian. So starting in the armpit, it's going to come along the arm to the inside of the little finger. And we'll try the other side, armpit, and along the inside towards and the inner part of the little finger. We're going to take the arms up and we're going to reach, leading with that little finger. And bring that down. We are tapping down the heart meridian in the legs. So it's at the back of the leg, near where it comes to the inside of the leg. We're tapping down. When you reach one heel, lift it up and tap under, place down, lift up the other heel, tap under, and then roll back up. We are then sliding the hands down towards the shins. We're lengthening out the back. We're coming from here, bending down, taking the hands forward. You're either putting both knees down or taking the legs back. And we're coming into an open heart position. And then we push back. We will bring the feet underneath again. Hands to the shins, lengthen on out. And rolling back up. Our last flow in standing. So legs either together or in parallel. We have the chair. We're then opening the arms, widening through the chest area. Palms together. And we're bringing the right elbow to the outside of the left upper leg. We have a twist. We come back up. The hands come to each side of the pelvis. We're going to take the left leg and we're swinging it through. This time when it comes back, we land it. The right arm comes up and over. We can look over the shoulder. We face over the front leg. We either clasp at wrists, elbows, or find the prayer position and lengthen over. We come back up. We release the hands. The back leg comes in a little bit. We're on the ball of the foot, the heel is up. And then we're taking the left arm to the outside of the right leg. And the right arm comes back. We find our way out of this. We'll take a moment. I'm turning to the other side. So we can either have parallel legs or they can be touching. We're bending at the knees into the chair. We are opening at the chest. Then the hands come together. We're going to turn to the right, the left elbow to the outside of that leg. We lengthen through the spine. We have a twist. We come back. The hands to the hips. We take the right leg and it swings. This time, when it comes back, we land it. We arc over it. Look over the shoulder. Arc back. We're taking either at the wrists, the elbows, or prayer. And we are lengthening. We come back. Release the arms. The back leg comes in a tiny bit. We're up onto the ball. The heel is up. We're taking the right arm across to the left side. The left arm back. And we have a twist. '. . 。 . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . Finding our way out, returning to a parallel position. I'm going to let the shoulders come right up to the ears. Release down to the ears. Release down to the ears. Release down. So we're going to transition onto hands and knees. I will be adjusting my camera. If you need a drink, if you need anything to support this, then find your journey. So hands and knees. We're tuning into the breath in the chest area. It might be that you need to take some in breaths and allow some out breaths. As we breathe in, see if you can feel what's happening in your shoulders, and then what happens as you breathe out. In, out, in, and out. So I feel on my in breath that the shoulders subtly move away from each other, and then on my out breath, they come very subtly towards each other. Letting go of our breath awareness, shifting the weight a little towards the right. Take the left knee up towards the nose towards the knee, and then the other way. So 2 more of these. And then we change the other leg. So the weight will shift a little now into the left so that the right leg comes up. And then we're going to curve towards the knee. And soften out of that. We'll come up to a high kneeling position. Give the hands a shake out. And then the hands are coming to the right. Sorry, the hands actually are starting in that neutral position. They will change in a minute. We're going to take the left leg. It's coming across to the right hand, and then it's circling. And if you can see that, 2 and 3. It's now that we move the hands to the right to let that left leg come through. We're going to then come up. Here, we're creating wings of our arms. They're coming up and down. We're going to do a similar thing forwards and backwards. As we bring the arms forward, we bring the pelvis forwards. And as the arms come back, we return the pelvis and take the arms back. Then the hands come down, the knee comes down. We're going to find our forward fold, and we're going to take the left leg, either lift the heel or come to bend it. We're needing to keep the hands flat, so to keep the flat you might need to bend the support leg, and then some people might be able to take it all the way up, and then we'll bring that down. And high kneeling position again, and this time we will circle the arms at the wrists. So I've changed direction, I'm changing direction again, so making that adjustment yourself. And we'll come to the other side. So it's the right leg this time. It's coming over towards the left hand and it circles out. So I've got 3 of these. And we place it down, both hands to the left, so the right leg can then come through. We come up. We have these sweeps of the arms. This time the swooping is coming forwards, but we move the pelvis forwards as well. Then as we come back, it returns to where it was before, and then we let the arms come back. Then we bring the hands down. That leg comes through. We come into our forward fold. So whatever allows you to keep your hands connected to the mat. This time it's the right heel either comes up, you stay there, or you might bend the leg. Some people might try to lengthen it. And then we bring that all the way back and returning to this neutral hands and knees position. From here, we're curling the toes under. We're finding our high child with the arms straight, if that's comfortable. If it's not, you can bend them a little. Whichever you've chosen, let the little fingers wiggle. So it brings you into awareness here of the meridian. Let that settle. And then we're sliding the hands in. We're coming up, releasing the toes. We'll take the left arm and we'll scoop it through. The other arm, if it's comfortable, slides forwards. If it's not, then keep it bent. Again, a wiggle of the little finger. Let that settle. And then we'll slide that arm back, scoop, and try it the other way. So it will be the right arm that scoops through this time. You might lengthen the left, let the little fingers wiggle, let them settle. And then we'll find our way back to our neutral position. We are taking the right leg. It's coming back and we're rocking into the heel. So the sense of the heart meridian in the leg. Then we're going to take the weight forwards into our hands. That leg is coming up. If you want to, you can try and bring the opposite arm out. Reaching through the little finger and then bring it back. We will do the same on the other side. So we lengthen the left leg. We rock through. We rock the weight into the hands. We take the leg up. If we want, we can also bring the opposite arm up and reach through the little finger. And bring that down with the leg and get ready for the last flow on hands and knees. Before we do that, either low or high kneeling, let us reach out and then back in to the heart. It's easing through the wrists. Take a pause at the heart and then we are hands and knees. We curl toes under. They take us into a downward facing dog. The right leg then, either lifting the heel up or you could have that bend that we've been doing today. You might even come a little bit higher. Then we're going to bring it down. You either place the knee down on the floor and follow it with the other, or you take it all the way through. But you're finding your way into the pigeon position. We're staying up with the heart. And going to push back. Hands to the left so the right leg can come through. We're back up, but this time the arms are coming straight up alongside the head. You've lost my head and arms. And then you're going to push the pelvis forwards and then come back. We're now taking the right foot, we're turning it out, or we might take the whole foot right out. So see which feels appropriate for you. We're then bringing the weight forwards. You might be able to also lift the heel. If the heel's lifted, it comes down, the foot comes in, the hands come down. You have a shake out of the leg. And then I will turn for the other side. You don't necessarily need to do that. So here, into our downward facing dog. This time, it is the left leg. You can lift the heel. You can bend at the knee. You could lengthen up and then you bring it down. You're either coming down onto both knees and bringing your left knee forwards, or you could swing it through for our pigeon. We're staying relatively high, opening up through the heart. Come back into our neutral position. Then let both hands be at the right side so the left leg can come through. We're coming up, the arms along side the head, well, with a gap, but reaching up alongside the head. We take the pelvis forwards. We come back. We either turn the foot out or we actually take the foot out with that turn. And then we come forwards again. We could lift the heel. You might not want to. If the heel is lifted, we'll then bring it down. We'll step that back in. And down we come. And we're going to take that even further and come down onto our front. Feeling your connection with the earth beneath you. Allow yourself to be supported. Then we're drawing in abdominals and gluteus muscles. We're coming onto hands and lower arms. The shoulders wide and lowered. And we're arcing through the heart. From here, we peel down. The right arm is alongside the body. The left palm is down and the elbow is up. We'll look towards that left hand. The left leg we're going to raise, and we're going to start to roll onto the right leg. We can let the leg bend and hang, or you might find that the foot can come down onto the floor. If it's available and you want more, then you could place your heel into your palm. So we have a rotation. And then we're going to ease our way out of this. So the other side would be the left arm down. We turn the head to the right palm is down, the right elbow is up. We lengthen the right leg, we roll onto the left side, the leg bends, it might hang, it might come down, it might even rest into the palm, the heel. We roll back. We're going to rest our right cheek on our right hand. The left palm is down, the elbow is up, and we're going to circle through the elbow and shoulder blade. Change the direction. Change the direction again. And then one more time. Let that settle. And then pushing both palms and fingers into the earth, drawing the abdominals, gluteus muscles, lift up and down. A few more times. So the other way would be the left cheek on the left hand looking towards the right palm down, the right elbow up. We circle, change direction, change direction, change direction. And then we're going to push through the palms, draw in the gluteus and the abdominal muscles, lift up and look over the shoulder and back. When we return this time, the hands are coming underneath the projecting hip bones. You can either rest on chin or forehead, or you can lengthen through the neck, the spine, and have the head off the floor. And we bring the elbows up and down. We let the hands then release out. We're connecting the thumbs here. Roll the shoulders back and just see if you can start to lengthen the arms a little bit. And then we'll release. We're going to rest our forehead on our hands. We're going to bend a leg. It doesn't really matter which one. Flex the foot and lift the knee off and back down. A few times. And then we're going to bring that lower leg down, just for the kneecap, This leg might feel different now. You can compare it with the other one. And then the other leg bends, flexes at the foot, and lifts and lowers. The next time the knee is down, keep the foot up. Let the other foot come up and join it. So you have two flexed feet. And then see if you can lift both knees. You will need to draw the abdominals and the gluteus muscles together. We lift up and lower. Again. And a third time. And then we gently release one. Release the other. Let the pelvis have a little rock. Allow the pelvis to settle. And then finding your way back up through hands and knees. In hands and knees, have a little move around, whatever feels appropriate. And then we'll come to a comfortable sitting position. So it's really up to you how you bring your legs. We're allowing the spine to grow up to the sky and down to the earth at the same time. And we're coming back to creating the heart, two distinct sides. Red blood to the left, the blue to the right. Then taking the arms behind us, we're resting on finger and thumb tips and allowing the heart to lift. See if you can be aware of your breathing here. Then the hands come back to create the heart. Releasing, the arms are coming back again, but this time we're lacing the fingers together, so you can see there, and we're reaching them back. And this will also open up the chest. You might find that the hands are suspended, you might find that they reach down and the thumbs and other parts of the hand touch the mat. Release. We're taking the arms alongside the head. We're hinging from the pelvis. We're keeping the heart open, the spine lengthened, and coming forwards. We hinge that back. We're going to bring the right arm behind. We're lacing the fingers together. We're trying to hook them onto that pelvic bone and turn to the right. Looking over the right shoulder. We come back and we change to the other side. So this time we'll be rotating over the left. Coming back. We have a flow for a sense of wing-likeness. We're starting with the legs lengthened-ish. And we have arm-like wings. They are taking us forwards a little. And then as we come back, we'll draw in the abdominals, the arms open, and we lean back. Again. We come to a neutral sitting position. The right leg then bends. We take the hands back and we push up. If you don't want to take the pelvis off, keep the push, but it's through the mid and upper torso. Then we come back down. We take the hands in some configuration behind, or it could be at elbows, and we bring that knee into heart, lengthen up through the back and extend. This is going to bend back down. We're going to make a wing. We're going to lift up. The hands either join at the wrists, at the elbow, or prayer hands at the back of the heart. And we lengthen. So rather than curving forward, we're trying to lengthen through to come forward. Then we come up. Release the arms, the bent leg, the foot comes flat. The other leg now bends, slides through. We can either stay here, or some of you might be able to cross over. Some of you might be able to release the knee. You find the one that's right for you. The same arm as top leg is going to bend behind. The other arm is coming up and bending. Now, they may not touch, but the aim is to keep the heart lifted and open rather than collapsing in. Some people might be able to touch or even hold. We release. We cross. And we go again for the other side. So these big sweeps, use the abdominals to allow you to come back. The hands a little bit behind. We let the other leg, the left leg, bend. We can arc through as much of the torso as available. We can stay here or we could lift up. We come back. We're taking a formation either at wrist or elbow at the back of the leg here, drawing the knee towards the heart and lengthening up. We come back. We create a wing. We lift up either wrist, elbow, or prayer, and a lengthened fold. All the way back. Release the bent leg. We come up onto the foot. The lengthened leg bends, and if it's comfortable, slides through. If it's not comfortable, let it lengthen again. So most people will probably be here. Some people might be able to cross, and some people might, from that cross, be able to slide down. So choose the one that's comfortable for you. Now the top leg, the same arm as the top leg, is coming behind and it's bending. I'll just move that out of the way. So it could bend there. There's variables. The other arm's going to lengthen up first and then bend. So you might find that the hands do not touch. You might find that they touch. You might find that there is a clasp. But you're looking to keep the heart up and open, reaching through the elbows. Releasing out of this. Again, you can have your legs in whatever position is comfortable for you. We're going to take an arm up. I won't go up too high, otherwise you won't see. And we're tapping from the armpit. It's going to be the little finger edge. It's going to come all the way to the inside of that little finger. We'll come back up as well, so you really get a sense of that. And we'll try the other side. We're tapping. So our heart meridian in the arms. We're going to take them up and we're going to lead with the little fingers and reach. And we'll bring them down. We're going to tap the thymus gland. There. We're circling the other way. We're going to access an acupressure point. So you have the wrist crease. You're looking to be on the little finger side. And if you follow the inside of the little finger to the wrist crease, back here, it's in between two tendons. We're going to take the thumb. And if you bend the hand up a little bit, it creates a groove. And you're trying to get between two tendons. So you're not right on the edge, but a little bit in line with the inside of the little finger. And this is Spirit's Gate. It's an acupressure point that supports calmness of the mind, and also nourishes the blood in the heart. So sort of 2 to 3 minutes. We possibly won't stay that long, but on your own, if you want to feel nourished and calm, this might be a point that you tune into. And then we'll try it on the other side, just a little shake out. So you're following that inside of the little finger until you reach the wrist crease. There are 2 tendons here. The thumb's aiming to come between them. You bend the hand up a bit and press in. You can find this online. So it's Heart 7, Spirit's Gate. And then we release. For the heart meridian in the legs, we're at the backs of the legs, but near where it starts to turn into the insides of the legs. So it's about here. We're tapping, and then we come down the lower legs. And then we'll tap the base of one heel. We'll tap the base of the other heel. We're going to take the hands behind. We're flexing through to massage the heels. And then we're taking the legs out a little bit apart. And actually, I will go back so I can get all my feet in. And we're just rolling them in. So the large toes are coming towards each other subtly. And this will kind of massage and connect into the heart meridian in the legs. I'll let that settle. So we have a muscle, the psoas muscle, which is going to go from the tops of the legs right up into the solar plexus and the center of the diaphragm. The heart will connect at the top of the diaphragm, and the psoas will connect underneath. So a strong link between legs and heart in this way. And our final flow will express this. So we're starting with the extended butterfly. We're going to lift up the heart. It's coming forwards, down, and through. One more. From here, we'll bring the soles of the feet closer to the groin area. The hands are either behind, or they could actually be touching your feet. It's up to you. And lifting up through the heart. Then the right knee is coming over to the left. The left hand stays on diagonal there. The right arm comes on a diagonal. Lift up through the heart. You can stay there, or if anyone wants to, you can lift up the pelvis. Then we come down. It will be the right leg that lengthens. We immediately arc over. We arc back. The toes come forward. We reach through. We can either stay or we can lift up and back. We then bring the left hand to the outside of the lengthened leg. We have a twist. And we come back. The semi-sitting position. We're taking that top leg, we're swinging it forwards and back in a relatively controlled way. And we'll bring that up. We'll get ready to go again. This time, the heart is going to come down first and draw through. As you come up, we'll bring in. So you could keep the hands here. They could come behind. I quite like them behind because it helps me to lift up my heart. And then the left knee is going to come over. The right hand is just out from the shoulder, making a diagonal. The left one will continue that diagonal, lifting up. You could stay here or you could come up. And then we come down. This left leg now will lengthen, we'll flex the foot and arc over. We come back. So the right hand is your support. We're turning the left leg. We're reaching through with that left arm. We can stay here or we can carry on up and all the way down. We are bringing the right hand to the outside of the left knee. We are twisting. We come back. We have that semi-sitting position. This extended leg forwards and back. And then you bring this through. You find your final sitting position, whatever that is. Today, we'll bring the hands in prayer to the heart and close the eyes. So, simultaneously, see if you can feel what's happening both within your body, your internal world. So vibrations, twitches, comforts, discomforts. But also through your ears, your external environment, through the air on your skin, your external environment. The breath, linking your inner and outer environments. And we'll softly open the eyes to the light, colors, textures, and shapes of the external world, still feeling our internal world. And thank you very much. So your space, time, seeing what you need to support you, whether you take a rest, whether you stimulate yourself in some way, ready to move. And I will once again thank you very much for sharing Hearty Heart with me today.